Hey, hello everyone. Welcome to my channel here on YouTube, Love and Guiding Light. I am Keisha, and I am coming to you all, wanting to bring you all some helpful information. At least I pray it will be helpful for you. During this time, we are currently experiencing a lot of energy. Okay, Houston, listen, I'm going to put you down here in a second. A lot of energy that's coming in because of the solar eclipse. And I wanted to just give you some information that I was able to get for myself, preparing for all of this energy. So let's see. So there's going to be 10 portals that happen during this time. Some of them are already passed. And that was for the first of the month, which was the Mercury that was coming in, Mercury in retrograde, and we'll be in the Mercury retrograde from the 1st to the 25th, okay? And if you're familiar with Mercury retrograde, that means things coming back in from your past, perhaps past relationships, exes, friends, etc. Those things could be trying to come back from the past. However, I recommend that anything that has been, something of your past, you want to leave that energy pretty much in the past. I mean, you don't have to be hurtful or nasty to anyone. However, if you have closed chapters on situations, if you left a relationship or closed out friendships or whatnot in your past because you did not find that you resonated with that person anymore, it's okay that you have grown and you are releasing those individuals that are not evolving such as yourself. So, you know, sometimes you do outgrow situations, friendships, and so forth. So it's okay to release people, situations, or whatever. Don't feel guilty for doing what is best for you in your betterment. Okay. Anyway, this little monster here, this is Houston. He's so busy. He's a busybody. Say hello, everyone. Say hello. Yes, yes. Anyway, um, again, the retrograde energy will be from the 1st to the 25th. Like I said, there's a lot of people perhaps returning from your past. And also, you can have some situations occur with miscommunication when retrogrades come in because, that's part of the energy in which the retrograde carries. Perhaps miscommunication and receiving text or something. You may read into something, improperly or whatever, and communication like through emails and so forth or whatever. You could be losing things like such as emails because these things happen during the retrograde. Okay. The second quarto day was the fourth, which is also past. So that was Venus entering into Aries, and that energy was love and harmony. I know for me, I pretty much relaxed on the fourth. I'm not currently in a relationship. I have not been seeking to be in any relationship now for years. I mean, I've just really been focusing on myself and being, just really working on me and improving myself and becoming my most authentic self. So, but for those that are in relationships, blessings to you. But for me, yes, it's just not been my focus. But anyway, Venus enters into Aries, and that is the love and harmony between a relationship, along with being straightforward. As far as approaching love, you want to be straightforward. If you are in a relationship, and you're trying to really figure out where this is leading for you, this is the time to really, sit and contemplate that. Are you in a relationship that is fulfilling for yourself? Is this something that you are serious about? Are you wanting something more? Are you okay with just being in a relationship with another person, as far as being intimate, not having a commitment, all that. These are the things that you need to be thinking about at this time, you know. Um, and that's for those that are in relationship. So the 8th is the big day for the solar eclipse, which you are well aware of. Everyone across the world is aware of it. You know, this energy is very powerful at this time. And that's going to be 19 degrees in Aries. Also, Chiron is very pertinent. If you are familiar with your Chiron in your natal chart, and if you're not, you can reach out to me. I can be reached at lovingguidinglight@gmail.com, and we can kind of connect or whatever, and maybe exchange phone numbers or whatnot, and I can kind of help you navigate to that. If you have been led to this channel, it is not by coincidence. It's because there's a message here for you, and therefore, you know, you are, you know, on your spiritual journey. You're seeking out spiritual truth, trying to understand all that is transpiring on the earth at this present time, and it's okay to not know everything. Listen, I have been on this journey for quite some time, and every day I awaken to some new information, you know, that comes to me. So you, it's okay if you don't know everything. But Chiron is a very important aspect in your natal chart, and to know this is very important. Okay, because this is what you are here to heal during this time. The Chiron for me is in Aries, and I am healing my I am. Just a moment. Okay, I just wanted to fix the lighting and also to get my book. This is my book on my own self, my natal chart, and all the things I've learned over a couple of years. I suggest that if you really want to know something about yourself, behaviors, and so forth, it's important to have your natal chart. You get your natal chart by your date of birth and the time of your date of birth. You know, everyone don't know the time of birth, and it's not on all of the birth certificates. Why, I don't know. I'm almost believing that they intentionally took the time of birth off of birth certificates, because I have my a very old copy of my birth certificate. And on that birth certificate, the date of time is on that birth certificate. However, I also have a newer birth certificate, and that does not have it. So I'm starting to begin to believe that, you know, our government, whoever, you know, is over the birth certificates, intentionally remove those for purposes of people not really understanding, or, you know, they're starting to see people are waking up and starting to really look into things about themselves through the use of their natal chart and whatnot. So I personally believe that it was intentionally taken out for that reason. Anyway, your Chiron is the wounding by the constellations, okay? And like I said, I am the Chiron in Aries, and I am here at this present time healing my I am. And the wounding is the self-worth and rejection. That is the current stuff that I am working on in this lifetime. So, like I said, again, it's so important to know what your Chiron is, and if you are interested in finding out or needing help with that, you are more than welcome to reach out to me. I am currently looking for all those that could possibly be in my soul tribe, my family. You know, again, like I said, I'm learning so much still, you know, even though I've been on this journey for quite some time and have been studying for quite some time. I still learn something every single day new in regards to how all the things within our universe, things, planets and all that, how they affect us. Because even though, like myself, I'm a Gemini, that's my sun sign, but in my natal chart, I am an Aries ascending and an Aries moon, which is a fiery sign. And then I have Cancer on my Venus, and, you know, all these different things. So there's so many different energies within your natal chart. I'm going to say energies because the zodiac signs carry energies within each one of them, and each one of them are pertinent to the person in which is held in their natal chart, because it will help you understand, you know, your emotions and why you react and feel a certain way in regards to certain things. You know, like I said, I'm a Gemini. However, my uh, my ascending sun and my moon is in Aries, which is a very fiery sign, and can be really reactionary, impulsive and whatnot. So, again, if you're interested in learning more about natal charts and all that, and you want to connect, you can reach out to me at love, LOVE, and like Nancy, guiding, GUIDING, light, LIGHT, at gmail.com. And maybe we can connect and whatnot. I live in the Atlanta area, so anyone in this area that's on this spiritual awakening journey and you want to connect, please reach out. I would love to connect with others that are on this awakening path, whatnot, and are aware of what's going on. So anyway, so that was on the 8th is going to be bringing in that part of the energy of the healing that you are trying to work on right now at this time, and also truths. A lot of truths are prevailing. Truth is prevailing at this moment, and we see that unfolding as we speak daily with everything that is transpiring, especially in Hollywood, with the things that are being unveiled to the American people all over the world. So keep looking for that to keep happening. Yes, some of these things that are happening are just unbelievable, but in order for things to heal, they have to come forward, okay? And we have to face some of these things that we don't want to face. We have to face them in order to start, changing them. Also, whatever is surfacing at this moment, no matter what it is, if it's things that's coming up to be healed, such as childhood traumas and things that have happened that have been impactful on your life, allow them to surface. Sit with them. Don't wallow in sorrow or anything like that. Allow them to surface, and look at those things, and then choose how you respond to them. Shift the perspective. Never look at things as good or bad, because everything happens, for a reason, and there are no coincidences. And however you see things, instead of looking at things as good or bad, shift your perspective. If you've gone through something traumatic, if you've been hurt, or if broken up and that traumatized you, wherever the situation was, there's always a positive way to look at it. Instead of looking at it, this happened to me, being a victim and having that victim mentality, it's just shift your perspective as how you look at it. You can look at it and say, well, yeah, this did happen to me, but in that situation and the things that did happen to me, what did you gain from that? Did you gain some wisdom? Yes. Did you gain some understanding? Yes. These things that transpired, will prepare you for things to come. You'll be, more aware when things are coming to you or introduced to you, or those situations or people, how you approach situations and relationships. That situation will help you to go into your next relationship. Why I am with full of knowledge and wisdom, things to, be aware of, so just shift the perspective of how you look at things. There are no good and bad in situations. We all live in this world. This world has duality, which they can be the way you look at things. Duality meaning that good and bad, or negative or positive. Those are the things. That's always going to be. This is the world that we live in. But it's your power to look at it in a positive way and not a negative way, and then use that to evolve yourself. Okay. What else? And then it says, focus on whatever's not working for you, whatever does not resonate with you anymore, whatever is outgrown you in this lifetime, or wherever, people, places, whatever. It's okay to release those situations and let them go. you are growing into being your most authentic self, you know. So everyone is not going to be able to go on this path, you know. And you will know, you will know, you know, who that those people are, because you no longer resonate with them. Okay, you don't even have anything that you guys have in common or can communicate with. When you start talking to them in regards to this spiritual journey, they're looking at you like you're crazy, perhaps, you know, and so therefore, you know, it's just going to wear on you to try to continue in that relationship because you all don't really have anything in common, you know. So be prepared to be releasing situations or whatever. It doesn't mean that it's forever because remember, we are always connected collectively through our Creator, God, you know. Collectively, we are all one because we were created by God, you know. So we're always together. We just won't be together on this path. And it doesn't mean that that person doesn't re-enter your life at a different time because it's possible that they will. But for now, you know, their thing is not being attached to anything because you are growing and evolving into, you know, what you are here to do. Okay? Also, the 10th is coming up. So the Mars conjunct Saturn at 14 degrees in Pisces. So, you know, Mars is an aggressive energy. Saturn is like focus and accuracy. And then Pisces is a water sign, which is fluid and very creative. So, face your fears, you know. Uh, you'll be getting a lot of downloads at this time, especially if you're a water sign. You'll feel the creativity rising in you. And I recommend getting up early on that day, you know, doing some quiet time. I call it quiet time. Other people call it meditating or whatever. Um, However you choose to label it is up to you. But spend some time by yourself. Do your quiet time, and anything that comes to you on the 10th, you may want to write those things down because at that time you'll be channeling, and these things can bring you clarity and answers that you've been seeking for some time, such as your purpose here on earth and what you're here to do, and new ideals. You know, God may give you some ideals on things that you want to utilize. You know, let me tell you something. Nothing is, you know, you don't just come up with these things, okay? Everything that you get is divinely given to you through the Creator because you are connected to Him. And these new ideals may be something that could really, you know, help the collective. That's all of us, you know. So all these things you need to be writing down so that you are able to share them and bring them to fruition. Okay? Also, the 19th is the sun entering into Taurus. And Taurus is a very grounded sign. So this day you want to be getting outside in nature and grounding and seeking your balance, just seeking balance overall. The 20th will be the Jupiter conjunct with Uranus at 21 degrees in Taurus. This is a good time to manifest your wealth and your finances. So this will be a time when you'll be looking at, you know, perhaps work, you know, how you can do this, that, and the other. Come here. How you can do this, that, and the other. He just cannot sit still. To bring more abundance into your life financially. Think you know, have positive thoughts. Be mindful. Always be mindful of your thoughts because remember, we are the creators of our world, and so we create by our thoughts. You know, that's why God said He made us in His likeness. We are creators, and we create with our thoughts. You know, don't be focusing on negative things because, again, if you're focusing on those types of energies, then that's what you're going to bring in, and that's not what you want to bring in. You want to bring in the positive things that you want in your life. Okay, so focus upon those things only. Also, humans are not fond of change, okay? It's challenging for most. But one thing for sure and two for certain, change is always constant. So embrace change, you know, learn to go with the flow, Don't go against what is trying to come in, um, because all you will do is make this more difficult for you. Okay? So faith is certainly necessary. Um, and know that change ultimately always works out for your good. Okay? We always know that. I know during my beginning stages of this awakening, I can understand what was going on, why all these things were transpiring, and oh my Lord, how did I feel so like, oh, just worried and whatever. Um, the one thing about us and our ego is that we think we're in control of our lives and we're in control of all these situations and whatnot, but we are not. We are not in control. Truly, God is He is our pilot, and even through the traumatic things that happen in our life, He still is the pilot of our lives. All these things happen for a reason, okay? Um, and even in the midst of the chaos and everything that you may be experiencing and you don't have no understanding, you're trying to make sense of it all, you know, um, just know that everything happens for a reason. There are no coincidences and there are no mistakes. And things happen for a reason and things fall away in our lives for a reason. Um, and nothing is just by happen stance, okay? Um, in order for the beautiful things to come into our life, we have to release things and let things go, things that were not aligned with us spiritually. And that can be hard to get through. But trust in the Creator because He is always with us, never away from us. Okay? The 23rd, which is the full moon, is going to be 4 degrees in Scorpio. This is going to be a highly emotional time because Scorpios are emotional sign and that's the energy they carry. You will be forced to face things in which you were possibly shying away from. But remember, from chaos comes order. So everything is divinely orchestrated. Again, like I said, there's no coincidences. So things that may come up that may seem chaotic to you, um, embrace those things. I mean, just go with it. If it's chaotic, just understand that this has to happen and there are no mistakes, okay? The 25th, Mercury moves direct in Aries, meaning Mercury is now going forward and messages will be coming in. Whatever comes in, the messages that come in, follow your heart and take action during that time. So whatever comes into you, whatever ideals come in, whatever creativity that arises at this time, take action in those things, okay? The 29th, Venus is moving into Taurus. This is for those that are looking to into finally committing either in marriage, in relationships. This is going to be a time that you'll be really looking at your relationships. If you're contemplating marriage, this is a good time to, start making those preparations to do so. If not, if it's just in relationships or if this is going anywhere, say you've been dating someone for some time or whatever, and you're trying to find out where this is going, this is the time to start looking into this, and this is the time to start seeking your answers from the person in which you are involved with and seeing if this is evolving to something more serious or not. Because time is very valuable. You can't get the time back that you invest in someone, and so therefore, dating and being courting for a year or two, that's all beautiful because it's a good time to get to know one another. Really get to know a person. If y'all on the same page, if y'all have the same interests and goals set for one another, and then after about that time, you need to start where is this leading? Are we going to take this to the next level? And start having those kind of conversations. Anyway, the last and not least is the 30th, which is Mars entering into Aries, and this will be a very powerful day, a strong and powerful energy. You'll feel brave and courageous. Use this energy to focus on your goals. May is the time for reaping rewards. So the energy leaving out of April is going to go into May. For all the seeds that you sown in April and all the things that you were working on in April, this is May energy coming in, meaning that this is when you'll be reaping the rewards. If you have sown the correct seeds and the right seeds in April. Remember, this is very important to remember. Reaction. Reaction is a instant or impulsive response to something that is happening. Reactions are mostly triggered by emotions, and this is the emotional brain. Action is determined after logically thinking. It's the thinking brain versus the emotional brain. So think about how you respond in difficult and triggering situations. Are you in control of your responses or are you not? If you get triggered, take time out to use both your emotions and your logic to find an appropriate response. Remember, if you get triggered, do not have an impulsive response. Do not react. You need to sit with whatever is triggering you and use both the emotions as well as your logic to figure out the appropriate response. Okay? That is a responsible way of responding to anything that is triggering you. Reaction can often cause regret after you've cooled down, after what has triggered you in the first place. So these are the things that we are going to be wanting to focus on: how we respond to things, how we, things trigger us, and whatnot, and not to respond impulsively, but to really sit and think about the things. Why are they triggering you? That's the questions you need to know. Why is this triggering you? Maybe it's something that's, surfacing that you need to deal with or heal or whatever. You just don't want to impulsively respond to anything, because in the end you end up regretting it once you've cooled off and whatnot and you've had that time to sit with the situation, Anyway, this is some information I just wanted to share with you all, hoping to bring you enlightenment and empowerment during these times and these days that we're dealing with in April 2024. That's some energies that's coming upon the earth right now. That's very powerful, and this is just to help you navigate through some of this stuff. Okay, I may do a couple card pulls here in a little bit. I'm gonna do some quiet time and get this little fella here settled down. This is my baby Houston. Get him all settled down because he's so full of energy. He just needs all my attention. And then I'll come back and do a couple pulls, cards. I bought some new cards yesterday, the Flower Magic. So I wanted to pull a few cards perhaps from that and just see if there's any messages for the collective. Anyway, I pray that you all are able to use this information and apply it to your studies or whatever. And until next time. You see him, no. Okay. Until next time. Oh, also, I'm so sorry. If you feel led to do so, please like and share the video. It will help me a great bit. And if you feel led to do so, please subscribe. Again, like I said, I'm just trying to find my soul tribe out here and see if we can connect and whatnot on this spiritual journey. Okay, toodles.